Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our nursing pinning ceremony. My name is Shannon Scott. I'm professor and the acting vice dean. I am sending regrets on the part of Dr. Beverly Temple, our associate dean undergraduate program. She wished that she could be here with us today, and she asked me to extend her sincerest congratulations to you all. We are very excited that you could join us today to celebrate our graduates on their completion of the Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Today, there are 185 new nurses that will join the nursing profession and begin their careers. But before we begin, just a quick reminder for everyone to please make sure your phone is on silent. Today's pinning ceremony is very special. It marks the completion of your program on one hand, and at the same time, it marks the beginning of your career and journey as a nurse. Our speakers will let you know more about this important nursing tradition later in the program. As part of the ceremony today, we will be presenting pins and reciting the nursing pledge. It's a time-honored tradition that will connect you with generations of nurses, past, present, and future, in an unbroken chain of commitment to patient care. Before we begin the formal program, I want to respectfully acknowledge that the University of Alberta is located on Treaty 6 territory, a traditional gathering place for diverse Indigenous peoples, including the Cree, Blackfoot, Métis, Nakota Sioux, Iroquois, Dene, Ojibwe, Saulteaux, Anishinaabe, Inuit, and many others whose histories, languages, and cultures continue to influence our vibrant community. I would now like to introduce Indigenous knowledge keeper Hazel McKennett to give blessing. Born and raised on the Sandy Bay First Nation in Manitoba, Hazel is a 10-year survivor of the residential school system. A fluent Ojibwe speaker, she obtained an education diploma and taught elementary school in her community before moving to Edmonton. Recruited as one of the first Native education liaisons, Hazel retired after 25 years working for Indigenous people and communities. An advocate, advisor, and consultant, she has committed her life to ensuring Indigenous people are involved in issues and decisions impacting them and their families. That's no worries. Hazel, could I call you up, please? On behalf of the Faculty of Nursing, we ask for your guidance for our students as they embark on their journeys, and offer you this ceremonial tobacco for the smudging of the pins and the blessing of these students. We are so grateful for your guidance and knowledge.
Nanak minim nongum kiantumiek umachibita ushnan chibiwichi naguk keget wega wijit chigek Apichimisakekamick, iga bachitum, Yegagi, Kinamagoek, a Kinau Yechiminutu toik, Mi Yegiga Gwechiminim, Nungum Chiwichiek. I'm humbled and very honored to be here amongst all our nurses, all our nursing staff, because you hold a very important and very beautiful position in humanity. So as a start, I will ask you to center yourself, and we will pray together for guidance from our ancestors, your very own ancestors. In this community where we are, many thousands of people had walked those halls in this convocation hall, because it is one of the older buildings at the university. It was some years ago that Indigenous people could not attend the University of Alberta. And it's something that is in our history. Like Shannon Scott said, that I attended residential school for 10 years, in 1954 to 1964. And there was never anything spoken about high school or university. We were not taught that at all in my day. But now we have that opportunity to complete and to be on even footing. And as a little side note, Mrs. Scott was raised and born very close to where I come from also. We are from Treaty 1 territory, and we are still visitors in Treaty 6. But before any more stories, because I could stand here all day and tell stories, we are going to center ourselves, and like I said, ask your ancestors in your own way, in your own language, to come and sit with us and celebrate this great event in our lives. And I was taught that you never lose your language if you think in your language. So translate everything that you hear. If you have a mother tongue, we used to call it. Your first language is not English, and mine wasn't. So let's pray together in your own way, the way you know best, so that we have a very pleasant journey. Ham akinomaga namatabiang kagwechimananik kukuminanik kimishum sinanik kakinagitenemaga ninanik chibiwichi guango chibiwita vimiguango kakinuwega jichigiang shkiawe asema kagi miniguan taguwe wiepa nasan miye ngatun udich akinau yechibinandang miye gigagwechiminnim nongum Akina biwita vimishna biwita vimigokungo akino maga yawat kegi no chibi shaik chibitagushnuat miye kinagego gigagwechiminnim ungwek hikook ininyuk nasne chikendamwat koik chiganeni mawat wijanishna bemoa miye gigagwechiminnim kewi no chigagwechimiko nasine chinagatawendamwat ye kishin keguishiseot nasne chigagweteot Chiminutu tot, unukinagego kanaweni mawat, ka akusiwat, miye na sine, utne maganyoge wino, misiega gagota gituat. Shigungwe kagita gushnuat, umango gayawat, tagungwe kabichibita gushnuat. Tagugyungwe mikikoyok kagitimagisiot ute, wasaga countasiot, ke wino mo igwesyok, chikendamot ngugu kunanik, mingiek. Minge kegi na me tonani ke we no gite magisiuk kagwegi na weni mawat utine maganyo miye kina akinongo gana matabiot ke we no chiminenta mwat chikine mointo miye gi gwechiminnem mi gut. I've asked our ancestors to remember the ones that have gone, the ones that are here, and the ones yet to come, and also to remember our kukums and our mishums in the Ukraine that are having a very tough time. And we are all human together, so we pray for each other wherever we are, because their spirits are all over the place here. So that's what I'm asking all of you, and that's what I asked in prayer. And when I go to ceremony, then I will present this on your behalf, and then you will know when we have ceremony for you. So whenever it's very difficult for you, think of the tobacco that was offered, and the sweetgrass and the sage. I use sage because I'm female, and some people use sweetgrass or fungus. There's different nations, and we use different things. I grew up with the traditions of my father and the Catholic Church of my mother's. So I grew up in two different worlds. And my brothers used to say, we are going to be saved because my mother put out holy water and my father put out tobacco. So we had everything covered all the time. And a special, very special to the nurses that are going to get the Indigenous pin. I've smudged them for you, and once a year or so, or when you feel something, smudge your pins, wear them, touch them, put them in, and hold them in your hand, because they are special. So let us know, and we will give you the pin. Miigwech kinanakumenim. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Hazel. I now would like to introduce Dr. Diane Koenig. Dr. Koenig is the Dean of the Faculty of Nursing and is here to bring greetings from the Dean's office.
Hello and welcome. Thank you very kindly for the introduction, Dr. Scott, and welcome everybody this afternoon. I'm very pleased to be here to join in on your rite of passage. This is one of the many honors as serving as Dean gives me. It's one that I enjoy very much. But more personally, my heart is swelling because I received my Bachelor of Science, my Master's of Nursing, and my PhD from the Faculty of Nursing here at the University of Alberta. And I'm so pleased to welcome you as alumni, my alumni now. I'm really impressed with what you have achieved, particularly given the unexpected speed bumps along your journey. You completed this program during the first global pandemic in a century, and with learning strategies that were inconceivable 2.5 years ago. There's no doubt that it was challenging and frustrating and difficult, but it was also groundbreaking, and you should be very proud of that. Just think of what this experience has given to you in your skill set. You are adept at learning and nursing through multiple modalities now. Your skills are being taken up in the health system to provide people where they are. People want to be in their homes and their communities. They want to engage with healthcare by distance. You are going to be the leaders in that field. You have the skills that will be needed. We also know that you're graduating at a time where the health system is stretched and tired. They are looking for new energy, new insights, new leadership, and you are that class. In the last 4 weeks, we've also seen the exodus of 4 million people from Ukraine. The health of those 4 million people as migrants as they migrate to other places in the world will be challenged, as will the people involved in the war itself. Nurses are well prepared to care for people who've been through those experiences and will need you desperately there as well. This is an opportunity for your leadership. In your programs today, the Nightingale Pledge was included. There's a certain symmetry with that. Nightingale started her campaign in Europe in Crimea. And Crimea is a part that was annexed from Ukraine in 4 years ago, I believe it is. So there's a symmetry there. And I admire Nightingale because she wouldn't leave on that campaign until she demanded and received the supplies that she needed to care for patients. She was there to heal, not to watch patients die. And she carefully accounted for the numbers of deaths and what was needed, and went back and advocated for more. Some call Nightingale the foundation of statistics, or epidemiology rather, for her presentation of that data. That is leadership at a very difficult time. You are starting your career at a time of change, a time of challenge. And I'm going to challenge you to see what kind of leadership that you can present in your career. Today's your pinning ceremony. It's more than just a way to mark the completion of your program. It's an important nursing tradition that's a key ceremony for nurses across the globe. It's a celebration of your accomplishments, a welcome to the nursing profession, and a testimony to your determination to complete the program and to become the best nurses you can be. It's also a time for us to celebrate your preceptors. They are the ones that gave you experiences and guidance and supported you through your real-world experiences. Our program and your learning could not exist without our preceptors. We know how invaluable their support is, and for this, we're very grateful. So in closing, on behalf of the faculty and staff of the Faculty of Nursing, we want to express to each of you our sincerest congratulations. We want to welcome you into the profession as our colleagues, and we look forward to observing your future successes. We'll be cheering you on as you continue to lead with purpose. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dean Koenig. It's now my pleasure to introduce our next guest speaker, Kathy Howe. Kathy is the Executive Director of the Alberta Association of Nurses. She is a registered nurse with over 25 years of nursing experience. She holds a nursing diploma from Mount Royal College, a baccalaureate of nursing, and Master of Health Studies from Athabasca University. As a pediatric nurse, she has focused her career on front-line leadership, working to improve the work environment for nurses and subsequently improving patient outcomes and experience. In February of this year, Kathy became the inaugural Executive Director of the Alberta Association of Nurses. Kathy's passion and energy for all nurses, the nursing profession, and the critical role nurses play in the health system is evident when you meet her, and she is excited to work for you. Please join me in welcoming Kathy.
Wore the wrong earrings for that mask. Well, good afternoon, graduates, faculty, those who are with us in the hall today, and particularly those who are watching on the live stream. It is my absolute pleasure to be here on behalf of the Alberta Association of Nurses to welcome you into the nursing profession. The Alberta Association of Nurses is a brand new professional nursing organization. We will be representing all nurses, so we'll have RNs, LPNs, RPNs, NPs. We're going to include nursing students and retired nurses. So going forward from your first day of nursing school, right through your career and on into retirement, you can be a part of this association. We only launch on May the 9th, so you will be the first graduating class that will be able to join us. And you can check us out on albertanursing.ca. Now, that's the end of my free commercial. Let's get talking about you. As I was preparing for today, I could not help but recall my own pinning ceremony. And now that I've come in here and I've seen all of you and caught the energy, I'm really kind of flooded with emotion when I think about it. I was so joyful on that day and so proud of what I had accomplished and what I expected to accomplish. And you know, I've really held on to that through my career. And so I hope today you can just really soak in the energy and just really celebrate you, because that's what it's all about. Nursing needs you, and I'm going to suggest that you need nursing. Nursing is really a team sport, and I think sometimes when you're a nursing student and you're in a clinical rotation, that may get lost on you a little bit, because you tend to be left alone because you're being evaluated. But I want to tell you all of that's about to change. I remember my first shift as a nurse. I was scared and excited, and I think there was a moment where I thought I might throw up. And when I got into the report room, the charge nurse said, "Hey everybody, today is Kathy's first shift as a new grad." And you know, it was a game changer. Throughout that shift, there was not one nurse in that report room who didn't stop by to help me, make sure I had what I needed, encourage me. You know, they had me. They were like my safety net. And they will have you too. And very quickly, you will be a part of that safety net. And you will be a part of that team. Nursing will challenge you. It will challenge your beliefs. It will challenge your life perspectives. You have not chosen an easy career. I mean, you will see and experience beautiful things, like a baby being born, or when you're celebrating with a patient who's just gotten a clean bill of health. But you will also see tough stuff. You will see patients die. You will sit with patients and families when they receive bad diagnosis with poor prognosis. And it's during those times that you really need to consider how you're going to manage them. You see, you really have two choices when you're facing that tough stuff. One approach can be to just try not to think about it. Put it to the side. Don't get close to the patients and families. When you're finished your shift, just get it out of your mind. And over time, your heart and your head will become hard and cold. And I suspect that some of you in your clinical rotations may have met nurses like that and wondered, how did they get to be this way? And now you know. My challenge to you is when you face those tough shifts, when you face those tough situations, turn towards them and take them head on. Lean into the emotion and the challenge of that situation, and your heart will not become hard. Your heart will be filled with a compassion and empathy towards those people. And that, in turn, will have an impact on you and your life. That's how you take care of yourself. That's how you maintain your wellness of your mind and your spirit through this difficult career. You know, it's difficult sometimes to describe what makes a nurse. I sometimes describe it to my friend as you take this person who goes to university for 4 years to be fully qualified to wipe the butt of somebody they've never met. You sometimes wonder what's wrong with us. But you know, that's what it's really about. It's really caring for people when they cannot care for themselves. It's advocating for people's well-being. It's about raising awareness and addressing social inequities. And I challenge you to get involved in that and work to improve those outcomes. Where nursing is today is a direct result of where all the nurses who have come before you have brought this profession. And I encourage you to get into it and make a difference. Get passionate about this profession. Join the Alberta Association of Nurses. That's May 9th, in case you forgot. Get involved in your workplace. Sign up with your union. Join a special interest group. But get into this and shake it up a little bit. Make sure everyone knows you've been here. You know, you are no longer striving for the finish line. Today, you've crossed it. The nursing profession is now your profession. And you are not alone. We are 65,000 nurses strong in Alberta, and we are thrilled to have you on our team. So, take up the torch, fight the good fight, have a lot of fun, and let nursing change you and change your world. So on behalf of the Alberta Association of Nurses, welcome to the team.
Wow, Kathy, thank you so very much for being so inspirational. Before we present the pins, I would like to introduce representatives who have been selected to bring greetings on behalf of their class and our alumni board. First, I would like to introduce Carly Prodruski from our Collaborative Honors Program. Carly?
Thank you, Dr. Scott. Good afternoon, everyone. I was asked to speak today on behalf of this year's graduating honors collaborative cohort. I remember sitting in this hall in the fall of 2018. I encourage all the graduates to pause and reflect on our lighting of the lamp ceremony. For those of you who were unable to attend, picture another moment, maybe that first A&P lecture with Dr. Alice Kinn or your first clinical experience. Remember those feelings, perhaps a little fear and anxiety, optimism and excitement. Be proud of how far you've come since that moment and how much you've grown both as a person and as a nurse. I cannot stand up here and not mention the pandemic. We are entering the nursing field at such a unique time. We've all been affected in different ways, yet we've continuously risen to the challenges of online school, isolation protocols, and smiling with just our eyes. For the honors students, the pandemic challenged many of us to adapt our research plans and proposals. Overall, learning how to nurse and what it means to be a nurse over these last few years has truly emphasized the resilience and adaptability of the nursing profession. On behalf of the graduating class, I want to extend a sincere thank you to everyone who has helped us along on this journey. The guidance and unwavering support we have received from our family, friends, and faculty is irreplaceable. Thank you for being our patients and letting us practice our skills or communication techniques on you. Thank you for believing in us and being our shoulder to cry on when we needed it. Thank you for guiding us, sharing your stories, and imparting your wisdom so that we can live up to our potential. I want to say a special thank you to all the honors supervisors that supported us in our research endeavors. I had the privilege of working with Dr. Tanya Park and Dr. Kathleen Hagedorn. These two brilliant researchers taught me the intricacies of the research process and emphasized many life skills along the way. Their scholarly knowledge, emotional intelligence, and inspirational leadership never cease to inspire. Their doors have always been open, and they have been extremely generous with their time and advice. I had an incredible experience working alongside strong and compassionate nurses in the honors program to support women in our community. Our research project partnered with the community agency Changing Together and focused on immigrant women's experiences of domestic violence in the Edmonton area. We specifically examined the resources they seek. Reading the women's stories was incredibly humbling and opened our eyes to the complex realities immigrant women and their families face here in our own city. Overall, their tremendous resilience and hope for a better future was inspiring. A portion of our paper focused on how we as nurses can better support this vulnerable population. We shared a research poster at the Canadian Federation of Mental Health Nurses Conference and have submitted our paper for publication. Some of my honors colleagues are organizing an honors conference taking place on May 3rd from 4 to 7 via Zoom to celebrate and showcase the incredible work the honors students have done. It will be open for anyone who would like to attend. Many of us also had research partners. This partnership pushed many independent personalities to collaborate and trust each other. Together, we developed our communication, time management, and research skills. I actually met my honors partner at our lighting of the lamp ceremony. Since then, we have grown incredibly close and been some of each other's biggest supporters, both in and out of the nursing profession. Our supervisor loved to share the story of how two of her students grew so close that they were eventually in each other's weddings. Honestly, she must be good luck because it's probably going to be the same for Hannah and I. While not everyone's working relationships grew quite as personal as ours, the point I would like to make is to tend and grow the relationships with your colleagues as you progress into the profession. As nurses, many of us cry, study, meditate, and laugh together. Nursing is a calling that comes with both joy and sadness. No one quite knows what it's like unless they've been there. There is joy when you successfully get that first IV or get a research grant or your first publication, and sadness when you read stories of domestic violence or hold someone's hand as they depart this life. Your mind changes how you think as you develop into a professional nurse. You begin to think critically, and the nursing process becomes second nature. No one appreciates these aspects of your identity like your peers, colleagues, and educators. I ask you to take some time today to recognize these people and thank them. Thank them for appreciating what you were going through and understanding you when many other people in your life may have not. Some of us will go on to work in acute care or long-term, or research and education, or policy and management, while others might leave the profession entirely. Everyone's path from this room forward will be unique. I love this about nursing. We understand one another, grew together over years, yet we will all have unique professional experiences. I want to leave you today with a quote about empathy from Atlas of the Heart by Brené Brown. My supervisor gifted us this book when we finished our research project. We need to dispel the myth that empathy is walking in someone else's shoes. Rather than walking in your shoes, I need to learn how to listen to the story you tell me about what it's like in your shoes and believe you even when it doesn't match my own experiences. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2022.
Thank you so much, Carly, for sharing your experience in the honors program. I would now like to introduce Janelle Streeter from the collaborative program.
Good afternoon, graduates, faculty, and guests. My name is Janelle Streeter, for those of you that don't know me, who is proud to say that I'm officially wrapping up my 4 years of the collaborative nursing degree from the University of Alberta, Faculty of Nursing program. Just like all of you nurses in the same boat as me, we are pretty much graduates now. Officially, what an awesome feeling, hey? We did it. We have survived this incredible journey of nursing school. So I'm honored to share with you all today briefly about my personal nursing school journey. I remember being delighted to learn in the summer of 2018 that I had been accepted into nursing school for the fall of 2018 at the University of Alberta. Being a mature student with previous post-secondary education, this was exciting and intimidating all at the same time, as friends and family members stated how rigorous the U of A's nursing program was, and I was hearing common themes about being committed and to put in 100% effort, no matter the challenges faced. I wasn't exactly sure of what this meant at first, but now I totally recognize this was absolutely true because I had to put my mind, heart, and soul into nursing 100% to be successful. This meant juggling full-time school between being a wife and a mom to 2 young kids, and working hard at school when they were fast asleep at night. This meant late-night study sessions and reduced sleep while learning all the new nursing knowledge in year 1 and 2, like anatomy and physiology, microbiology, pathophysiology, and pharmacology. I remember thinking to myself, how am I going to do this? This is going to be so hard. But each day was a new day where I looked at each moment to learn and try my best with one step forward at a time. This challenged my patience at times, but also asked me to learn how to deeply cherish the present moment, because the present moment I learned is all that I got and tomorrow can wait. Thus, this pushed me into a new uncharted territory of deeper self-discovery within myself that I didn't know was possible, as I quickly realized that the learning journey of nursing school was something that I have never experienced before, much like being stretched like an elastic band being stretched to the limit. Hence, I learned resilience along the way to approach my new learning experiences with a growth mindset where I needed to stretch myself outside of my comfort zone, embrace what is and all that I am experiencing. I also recall thinking in the junior years of nursing school, enough with all the studying already. When is clinical going to start so we can begin to officially work with patients? Little did I realize that this nurse knowledge acquisition would instrumentally shape my clinical practice to where I have arrived now as a graduate nurse so that I can safely care for my patients. Florence Nightingale, a famous nursing leader, once said, "So never lose an opportunity of urging a practical beginning, however small, for it is wonderful how often in such matters the mustard seed germinates and roots itself." This is so true. Hence, I see how this nurse knowledge learned in the earlier years of nursing school has become the framework of nursing reference I draw from now when I'm helping to serve patients, because it allows me to best support them with a keen sense of clinical knowledge and awareness to arrive at an appropriate nursing intervention. So I'm grateful to each U of A professor for sharing their unique love of teaching and nurse knowledge, as it encouraged me to patiently embrace my professional nurse knowledge growth so that I can learn how to flourish into growing my nurse clinical competence for improved patient care outcomes. As for my clinical experiences in my 3rd and 4th year, what shaped me the most was constructive feedback from my clinical instructors, preceptor, primary nurses, and unit staff that I was privileged to work alongside. This is where I took every bit of advice, comment made to heart to see how I can incorporate it to improve my nursing practice. I didn't view it as critical, but I looked at it as an opportunity to drive my learning forward to embody what it means to be a competent nurse professional. So I extend my sincere gratitude to each and every clinical instructor and my preceptor for their kindness and wonderful nursing clinical experiences that they presented me with. Their dedication to the nursing profession has left an everlasting impression upon me, so much so that it inspires me to be a nurse leader one day to help improve future nursing practice. Most importantly, I have found that the most fulfilling part of my nursing school journey has been all the patients I have encountered. Their courage, their vulnerability, their individual uniqueness of a person that they are, each of them have touched my heart on so many levels because they have gently reminded me why I wanted to be a nurse in the first place, why I intrinsically desire to help people holistically. So no matter if I have a tough day due to a demanding patient load, there always is that small reminder from my patients that I'm right on purpose in my nursing career aspirations, exactly where I am meant to be. Like where I am told by a patient, "Thank you for caring," or "Thank you for being my nurse today," or "Thank you for listening to me and hearing me." All these reminders have been a gift to me to keep on going and to keep helping others, because as a nurse, I recognize the vital professional role I play to be that leader and advocate for my patients, equitably and equally, so that their voice remains centerfold in their care trajectory. So to eloquently summarize my nurse journey, I once again am reminded of Florence Nightingale, who once quoted, "I attribute my success to this: I never gave or took any excuse. Therefore, my journey as a nurse does not end today. It is only just beginning in a new professional chapter as a graduate nurse, where I will remain forever committed to be the best nurse I can be for my patients." Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Janelle. It's interesting how some things don't change. I remember being a new grad or a new nursing student wondering the same thing. When do we get to start clinical? So now I would like to introduce the student speakers from our bilingual program. I have the pleasure of introducing Veronique Vincent, Marguerite Mejen, and Joanna Lynn.
Hello, bonjour. My name is Joanna Lynn.
And my name is Marguerite Maguinet.
And I'm Véronique Vincent.
And we are proud to represent the bilingual nursing class of 2022 today.
Can everyone from the bilingual nursing program please stand up? Just kidding. Throwback to our first class on North Campus. If any of you are feeling mild embarrassment or cringing, then you probably remember exactly what it felt like to be introduced this way during our first class on main campus for Nursing 125. All jokes aside, we felt very welcomed by the collaborative students, so thank you to you all. We're able to build many connections, friendships, and meet so many passionate people, especially thanks to clinical experiences, and I'm confident in saying that we all learned so much from each other.
Accomplishing the bilingual program was no easy feat. As you may know, the bilingual program is possible thanks to the collaboration between two U of A faculties, the Faculty of Nursing and Faculté Saint-Jean. In the program, we learn in both of Canada's official languages, with approximately 50% of our courses in French and 50% in English. We attend classes at Campus Saint-Jean as well as North Campus.
The program exists thanks to the federal government recognition of the need for specially trained healthcare providers capable of serving patients in both of our country's official languages. We were the only bilingual nursing program in Western Canada for more than a decade, and we are proud to join over 150 graduates of this program who work to improve the health of minority Francophone populations across our country.
Myself, as well as many other students in the bilingual program, found it to be a natural route to pursue our post-secondary studies in French. Some of us grew up in French-speaking households and in French communities. Others did their schooling through French immersion. Regardless of our backgrounds, each of us are grateful for the opportunity to pursue our nursing career in the language of the minority through this bilingual nursing program.
Throughout our 4 years in the program, we went through many transitions, from classes of 24 people at Campus Saint-Jean to classes of 200 people on main campus, and switching from learning everything in French to English, and from knowing nothing in our first pharmacology class and having to take extra tutoring sessions. Nevertheless, nothing hit us more than the COVID-19 pandemic. I'm sure you would all agree that online clinicals are just not the same. However, our tumultuous university journey shows who we are as nurses, resilient and strong.
We were faced with many challenges, like having to continuously navigate through restrictions and hospital protocols and adjusting to online clinicals. I will never forget how weird it felt to assess virtual patients, and when I did a newborn assessment on a teddy bear, at that moment I may have questioned if I should have studied to become a vet. And when we were finally able to resume in-person clinicals, we somehow managed to stay sort of 6 feet apart from each other.
Studying with peers from different places with the same desire to pursue nursing education in French has been a meaningful experience. In our program, we are educated on the needs of the official language minority populations in our country, the impacts of language barriers on health, cultural safety, and the practice of active offer, or as we say in French, offre active.
We learned that advocacy is an essential part of nursing practice, and we are honored to join the ranks of previous bilingual program graduates who are currently providing healthcare services to official language minorities in Canada. It has to be said that all students from the bilingual program share a common value in serving vulnerable communities in French, which requires resiliency, adaptability, cultural safety, and determination.
I'm forever grateful for having this small and closely knit community of infirmières that I can now call friends, to go to for support, and maybe even to have as future coworkers. And we always found a way to support each other, either through tears, laughs, or just by bonding over being confused on what exactly an assignment was asking us to do.
For many of us, one of our best friends was Google Translate, which served us well while trying to figure out how to pronounce anatomical terms in English since we had studied them all in French.
We realized that we might not have been the only ones to have used Google Translate to thank as a key tool to success in our studies. Some of you might have had to learn medical terminology in English or your mother tongue. Personally, we've recognized how language can impact care in our multicultural and multilingual country. We applaud your efforts to serve your patients in a language other than the one you memorize anatomy in.
We encourage everyone here not to hide your language abilities, even if you haven't spoken it in a while or have to take more time to communicate. It makes a real difference, hence the existence of our bilingual program.
Un grand félicitations, congratulations to us all. We successfully completed our programs and are off to bright futures. As we prepare ourselves for this new chapter in our lives, it is important to reflect and to thank those who believed in us from the start.
Merci à nos instructrices, nos professeurs. Thank you to our professors and clinical instructors. Et un merci spécial à notre coordinatrice de programme. Vous nous avez vus évoluer comme infirmières, mais aussi comme individus. Sachez que votre mentorat nous tient à cœur et que nous sommes très reconnaissantes.
Thank you all for listening, and with that, we wish you all
bonne chance.
Now, we will begin the pinning ceremony first by explaining the significance of the nursing pin that you are about to receive. The pin contains the University of Alberta shield. The shield is a representation of the topography of Alberta. At the base is a prairie wheat field symbolizing Alberta's agricultural industry. The wavy gold line above suggests the hills and rivers of Alberta, in particular, the setting of the university campus. The top of the shield is separated from the rest by a line suggesting the Rocky Mountains. The Book of Learning dominates the design. The word nursing is located on the upper portion of the pin, and BSCN is located beneath the shield, identifying the degree achieved by the graduate. The words University of Alberta are located on the lower portion, indicating the university awarding the degree. The nursing pin has been both literally and symbolically a cross to bear, a medal and a badge, and you will notice several people here in attendance wearing their various pins that they've received. Nursing is a cross to bear for those of us who remain with the patient long after others have gone home. Nurses never forget about their patients. They always remain in their thoughts. Remember always that they are caring for someone's mother, father, sister, brother, son, or daughter, and that these people are counting on them. And that there are times when, in spite of all of our technology and care, a patient does not survive, and nurses are there to offer support. At times, this emotional burden truly seems unbearable, but we understand it's part of both the pain and the privilege of being a nurse. The nursing pin remains a symbolic medal of honor. Nurses honor both the miracle of life and the finality of death. They respect and honor an individual's right to enter into life safely and to die with dignity. They also honor their patient's right to continue or refuse medical care, even when they personally disagree with the decision. The nursing pin is especially poignant this year, representing the dedication of nurses to face the danger of the pandemic each day. They, like so many other professionals, have put their lives in danger to save the life of another. The nursing pin is also a badge of courage. Nurses are courageous in caring for those patients that otherwise be ignored or exiled by society. Every day, nurses do battle on the front lines, fighting death and disease, but do so with courage and commitment. They, like so many other professionals, put their own lives in danger to save the life of another. It is the tradition that someone who is presently a registered nurse pins the incoming nurses as a welcome into the profession of nursing. Instructors from the Faculty of Nursing will be pinning you today. As you receive your nursing pin, be ever mindful of those who have so courageously gone before you and those who will serve with you in the profession of nursing. Always wear your pin with pride. Let it serve as a constant reminder, not only to yourselves, but to the patients, your dedication and commitment you have made to serve others. Now I will call up our instructors or course leads in their absence and their group, who will call up each student one at a time to begin the presentation of pins. I will ask when your instructor is called up that you stand up and line up alphabetically by last name in the order outlined in your program, and you'll be coming up on the left side. And when you've received your pin, you can exit on the right side. Okay, so I'm going to start first by calling up Catherine Trepanier.
Here to actually hand out the pins. So I'm actually going to start with Melissa Cruz. Jonathan Queck. Jonathan Ma. Aiden Luce. Megan Ong. Tatiana Prasad. Yuna Cha.
I'll call on Dr. Susan Neufeld to introduce her group.
Presenting with me will be Sydney Podgurney. She's a teaching MN student, and she worked with our students as well.
Vicky Chang. Crystal Chong. Michaela Fuentes Hart. Jocelyn Laramie. Sierra Simpson. Lauren Dobson. Hannah Fontaine. Helen Sung. And Eliza Vass. Should be it.
I'd now like to call on Dawn Kosuper to introduce her group.
Okay, Heritage Bomai. Kelsey Campbell. Marcela Cubios. Jesslyn Dang. Gerline Gill. Andrea Hernando. Emma Hadke. Helena Patel. Jenica Sapengo. Serafina Wong. Cassidy Dukes, I'm not sure if you, yes. Jenny Lam. And Vidhi Patel. Thank you.
I'd now like to call on Camille Wolf.
Serena Costa. Congratulations. Amatish Gautam is not here, but he is also part of the group in our area. Sarah Kim. Congratulations, Sarah. Gigi Mand. Congratulations. Annika Radu. All the very best. Congratulations. Julianne Smith. We missed you this morning. Sandra Verdees. I made a mess of your last name. Sorry. Lydia Antwi. All the best to you. Arjun Baines. Zia Banji. Jillian Engine.
I'd now like to call on Rebecca Lowe to present the pins to her group.
So we'll acknowledge all the students in the group, even though not everyone could attend. So Aurora Brown, Chaz Jamonte, Rachel Eberl, Rachel Eberl, Abdi Goma, Ayan Hussein, Mustafa Jaliv Garin, Natasha Joseph, Sally Kim, Suwon Kim. Susie Lee. Akriti Pandit. Congratulations. And Vidi Vyas.
Thank you, Rebecca. Before I ask Ben Fish to introduce his group, I'm going to call Camille Wolf back to introduce and present the pin to one student.
Sometimes being behind the curtain, you miss someone. I'll call up Harleen Nagra.
All right, Andrea Apostle. Lisa Au. Congratulations. Yep. Joseph Chang. Heather Hill. Congratulations. Dana Hill. Oh. Well, oh my God, I got the names up. We've rehearsed this as well, sorry. Isabella Hill. There we go. Got it. Oh, I can't believe that. Dana Honey. Let's try that again. I can't believe that. That's so funny. Aaron Sue. Congratulations. Yinhua Wu. Kyra Yeski. Congratulations. Emily Checkwich. Carly Podritsky. Rebecca Sugars. And Mansimran Virk.
Presenting on behalf of Patty Jean Eacock's group is Catherine Trepanier.
I'm just going to ask, when you come forward, if you could let me know whether or not you're receiving the honors pin or the collaborative pin. Kirsten Davies. Nikki DeMano. Jamie Iwasu. Shaughnessy Hamans. Madison Koberstein. Zephaniah Queck. Austin Lai. Maya Selby. Claire Song. Cynthia Liu.
I'd now like to call on Deidre Jackman. Emily Braun. Sydney Gaudreau. Aaron Rafferty. Brooklyn Granger. Aileen Kim is perhaps watching us up in Whitecourt, so congratulations to Aileen. Eve Poblet. And Ashley Harvey. I'm going to call on Catherine Trepanier to present pins on behalf of Stuart McLennan's group and Dr. Donna Wilson's group.
I'd like to call forward Grace Borley. Leanne Bourgine. Taylor Bowen. Adriana Burgess. Josie Felderhoff. Z Huang. Brittany Kopchia. Ashley Noski. Roman Oniskiv. Ahmed Saeed. Emma Steiner. Kira Sapina. For Donna Wilson's group, if I can just get you to line up. Jocelyn Buss. Faith Chan. Barbara Jones Laying. Julia Kim. I know I'm not going to say this correctly. I apologize in advance. Sei Liang. Kylie Pfeiffer. Melissa Melendez. Harriet Conrad. Amy Dzurka. Mercedes Foster. Larissa Gordon. Lavanya Jane. Taylor Krochak. Cheyenne Lindsay. Mary McCracken. Camilla Montessori. Janine Natoplag. Jay New. Caitlin Pakignan. Jenna Parker. Malika Stone.
I'd now like to call upon Dr. Susan Sommerfeld to present pins to her group.
Tanika Ensminger. Ashley Gammy. Miranda Hewitt. Sahar Huda. Rachel Lotz-Gazelle. Rebecca Luger. Erin Noonham. Sarah Rabar Dingham. Aisha Raymond. And Carrie Yang.
Catherine Trepanier will be presenting pins on behalf of Dr. Tanya Park's group and Dr. Jordana Selma's group.
Syed Ali. Mackenzie Say. Hannah Filipovic. Sung Min Jo. Sydney LeBrun. Lauren Matushik. Caitlin McAllister. Candace NG. Rukma Noor. Josephine Tang. April Tremaine. Cassidy Vanderzee. And in Jordana Salma's group, Rizal Katapang. Oh, I'll give you a minute. Catherine Dirksen. Kayla Cavell. Victoria Gong. Ashley Guild. Isaiah Joy.
Thanks, Catherine.
You're welcome.
Let's go!
Eva Quang. Jasmine Lally. Catherine McNeil. Holly Peacock. Kenza Cheyenne. Teresa Semenova. And Xiao Hanzhu. I just wanted to mention that I actually missed an Indigenous pin for one of the students. I'm just going to call them back up to the stage. Taylor Warren. Congratulations.
And for our final group, Claire Tallier will do the introductions and offer the pins.
OK, on va se simplifier la vie, la gang. OK, Erin Beach. Félicitations! Félicitations. Kaylee Berezowski. Félicitations. Elise Bridges. Félicitations. Alyssa Cable. Félicitations. Cindy Chen. Whatever works. Félicitations. Gabriela Costa. Félicitations. Sophie de Capelle. Félicitations. Janelle Graton. Le collège, je pense pas. Emma Haney. Félicitations. Sylvie, es-tu? Félicitations. Joanna Lynn. Félicitations. Marguerite Magène. Félicitations. Ireland McAnally. Félicitations. Wanlin May. Félicitations. Janelle Meyer. Félicitations. Ashley Moussa. Félicitations. Kevin Mpunga. Félicitations. Alice Nikishmana. Félicitations, ma chère. Sarah Rodrigue. Félicitations. Mélanie Sloan-White. Félicitations. Kaylee Stewart. Félicitations. Ty Stone. Félicitations. Ariel Turpy. Félicitations. Michaela Thompson. Véronique Vincent. Félicitations. Simon Weidman. Félicitations. That's right.
I can get this back in now.
And now to bring greetings from the Alumni Association, I would like to introduce Kate Young, a proud alumni of the Faculty of Nursing, earning her Bachelor of Science in Nursing in 2007 and an MBA from the School of Business in 2015. After obtaining her Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Kate practiced in neonatal intensive care, infection control, and liver transplant while earning her MBA. Since graduating from nursing, Kate has served as the chair of the Faculty of Nursing Alumni Board, nursing faculty representative on Alumni Council, and is currently a member of the University of Alberta Senate. She joined KPMG's management consulting practice in 2014, working with healthcare organizations to design and execute strategies that align with the best interests of patients, families, and staff. So welcome, Kate.
Thank you, Dr. Scott. Congratulations, everyone. As Dr. Scott mentioned, I have spent a lot of time at the U of A over the past 15 years as a student and as a volunteer, so I'm really passionate about sharing what it means to be a U of A alumni, and I really want to thank the faculty for inviting me to bring some greetings to you today. So I want to recognize it's been a really tough few years for all of you, and you've accomplished a lot to get here today. And I really hope that your experiences throughout the pandemic and the resilience you've developed will help you embrace your U of A story. And that's a story of individuals that have experienced undergrad life before and after the pandemic and rose to the challenge of being a student in the biggest healthcare crisis in the past century, which I think is pretty notable and definitely something unique to your class. I also want to acknowledge that as I talk about your connection to the U of A, that some of you might be sitting here today grieving the U of A experience you thought you'd get, and maybe you didn't. You might be reflecting on what you've seen during your final clinical placements and looking at unprecedented levels of workforce burnout and staff shortages, and you might even be a little bit burned out yourself after 4 years of a grueling nursing program. But on the flip side, you're probably really proud of what you've achieved. You're probably really proud to be graduating from one of the best nursing schools in the world. And you're hopefully also just really excited to finally have achieved that goal of being a registered nurse. I personally felt many of those things when I was wrapping up my time in nursing school. Didn't always have the best experience. It's really hard to go through such a world-leading program. And however you're feeling, making the move from student to graduate just can be a tough transition. And I'm here to let you know that you're definitely not alone in feeling that. So you're now part of a community of over 300,000 alumni in 140 countries, and you're part of an even smaller community of 18,000 nursing alumni. Being part of the alumni family offers immense benefits, from growing your network, continuing your education, professional development, grants, mentorship, volunteering opportunities, and more. Some of the alumni events are a great place to start for your continuing competence journey as an RN. So there's one coming up on exercise and cancer survivorship that would be really great if you're practicing in oncology, and the list goes on and on and on. It's such a vast network of people who want to offer help and support, and who are eager to listen to and support you. It does make the world seem a lot smaller in an already small healthcare world. If you ever need anything, from how to survive that first year of nursing to making a pivot to just needing a little support in continuing education, alumni who can help you are often just an email or two away. So however you're feeling about closing off this chapter as a nursing student, just reflect on how proud you are of everything you've achieved over the past few years. I want to encourage you to stay connected, even if you need a little bit of a break from the U of A, and take advantage of everything the Alumni Association offers as you start that new journey. So it's the start of many adventures. The Alumni Association and your alumni community, both more broadly and nursing alone, are here to cheer you on, and get ready for some really amazing and life-changing years as you begin your nursing career. So congratulations again, and welcome to the alumni community.
And now I request all of our newly pinned nurses to join me as we recite the Nightingale Pledge. And the Nightingale Pledge is in your package. So just a little bit of background before we get started. So in 1893, Miss Lystra, Greta, and the Fran Training School for Nurses wrote an adaptation of the Physician's Hippocratic Oath for Nurses. It was named the Florence Nightingale Pledge in honor of the esteemed founder of nursing and is also known as the Nurse's Oath. Over the years, there have been many revisions written that contain updated language, and there are more in keeping with today's professional image of nursing. An adapted version is printed in your program, and we'll now recite the pledge together. Okay. I solemnly pledge myself in the presence of this assembly to do my best to deliver good quality care to all of my patients. I will hold in confidence all personal matters coming to my knowledge in the practice of my profession. I will strive to do my duty to deliver comprehensive continuity of care and to educate my patients as to the prevention and treatment of illness. In full recognition of my responsibility as a patient advocate, I do my utmost to fulfill my obligation to protect my patients from harm. With loyalty, I, as a registered nurse, will devote myself to the welfare of those committed to my care. What an afternoon. This pinning is a celebration of your accomplishments, a welcome to the nursing profession, and is a testimony to your determination to complete this program to become the best nurses you can be. You will be offering many gifts to our profession. You have skillful hands, powerful knowledge, and vibrant advocacy. We depend on your knowledge, skill, and compassion to provide care for those in need. Through it all, you are nurses and will preserve to provide evidence-based, compassionate care. In closing, we want to thank you for allowing us to participate in this very special occasion and moment of your life. On behalf of the faculty and staff at the University of Alberta, Faculty of Nursing, we want to express to each of you our sincere congratulations. We want to welcome you to the profession as our colleagues, and we look forward to observing and celebrating your future successes. Congratulations. Enjoy this wonderful day. And on the way out, please do not hesitate to go and pick up a gift bag from the Faculty of Nursing. When you exit the hall, you'll be going to your left.